Good afternoon. I'm Professor Shin of Cultural Content Department of Incheon Catholic University, and today I'll talk about Incheon City's nighttime attractions created by the combination of Tecoration technology, design, and color and lighting. I would like to thank LUCI and SMG for this wonderful opportunity. And I think the keynote speaker has also mentioned a similar story, but I will talk about something from a slightly different perspective. I'll talk about the concept of decoration and how Incheon has combined color, lighting, design to develop some of the nighttime attractions. But let me introduce myself. Fortunately, over the past 10 years, I have been involved in some of the major attraction projects in Korea, such as free advertisement display zone of COEX area in Samsung-dong, and also Sangam DMC area, which is the hub area of many Korean entertainment companies like HYBE, the company of BTS, and some major attraction projects in Incheon, such as the Incheon Free Economic Zone Authority buildings and Incheon Metropolitan Government building. And Wave project in Samsung Station area became the talk of the town recently. It was a public art project carried out by District and CJ Powercast, utilizing anamorphic technology to create realistic image of virtual nature. It has successfully created the urban identity and corporate value as well. So that was a very well-known case. And this image shows how this is called free display area in Samsung area. And we have been doing this project for 7 years, and it was supposed to be like Times Square of New York. So we worked with the Ministry of Administration, Seoul Metropolitan Government, and Gangnam District Office worked together for this project. So it was a combination of digital outdoor advertisement and digital signage. We worked with various artists and cultural artists as well, and many corporations sponsored as well. Chanel also had a promotion in the outdoor space, and this was the space where multiple cultural festivals or activities could take stage. And when people hear Gangnam, they think about Gangnam style of Psy. But we wanted to go beyond that image. We wanted to create a unique space in Samsung area. And many foreigners visit Gangnam because of the Gangnam style song, but we really want to create a different perception or image of Gangnam. And I think we have successfully done it. Tecoration, which is a combination of technology and decoration. After COVID-19 pandemic, more and more people are beginning to see urban space as a media or content itself. And new types of experiences are being manifested in the urban space and creating a sort of economic benefits as well. So creating a sort of bohemian atmosphere with the flow of capital for creating technology, arts, and economic benefits. These are images from Gwanghwamun last year. I was born in Incheon, and because of that, I first tried to do this in Incheon. That was the starting point of this journey. Director Lim also made the comment about how Incheon is the gate city to Korea. Incheon was the first international city of Korea. In the 1980s, East Incheon used to be the very busy commercial area like Myeongdong of Seoul. And many people flocked to East Incheon. But after Seoul began to suck everything, this area declined dramatically. So we decided to create this area into Incheon's own unique landmark for citizens and foreign tourists tourists by developing them into nighttime attractions, which was the most cost-effective project to promote the utilization of space and achieve economic and tourist benefits. And Korean people are now more interested in leisure activities and especially how they're going to utilize their spare time after work at night. So we took a rather ambitious strategy with a focus on promoting safety of public urban space and promoting the growth of local economy and transitioning the urban space for better quality of life. And such strategy is in line with the post-COVID urban strategies of London, New York, Tokyo, and Shanghai in trying to create higher urban value by connecting with the nighttime economies of cities from home and abroad. Such attraction strategies are two different types. Some of them depend heavily on facility and landscape viewing, and they are relatively large projects, and this requires a lot of capital to continuously draw in floating population and creating virtual cycle between capital, economic elements, and content. But the second type, experience and entertainment-based projects, can be done with relatively smaller budget. In Incheon, that had a small floating population with a dilapidated downtown area, we tried to create economic benefits by introducing rhythmic design to change the urban space and promote safety, comfortableness of nighttime space. So in this process, well, I've talked about lighting paradigm, and we could have very detailed and granular categorization of lighting. And we looked at replication and material. And you can see the images at the bottom of the screen. And simply for the operational efficiency, the lighting has to be functional, but with the smart technology, it can provide media and very special experience to the viewers. So lighting has the capacity or potential to be expanded into various ways. And in the case of landmark reflecting the regional history and identity of Incheon, we try to emphasize lighting through directing to create attraction. And for the projects related to recreational facilities, we tried a direction-based approach using media facade interactive media. In terms of space, economy, and culture, we tried to find competitive space based on the relevance, accessibility, and competitiveness of the space. And we tried to create 10 projects with the theme of zoning and future of Incheon. They connect Incheon International Airport, Free Economic Zone, New Songdo City along the axis starting from the Incheon Airport to Seoul. So for the past 4 years, we have invested 30.9 billion won as we have carried out 8 design projects and 8 nighttime attraction projects. Currently, we have added 2 more projects, so we are creating 10 urban space for the future central space to create the identity unique to Incheon. Let me show you some of the actual cases. In this case, of Incheon Metropolitan Government Office, it is the first public building to have permanent media show and local events using it as a hub. And in Incheon Grand Park, we offer media facade show, which is on the left side. And this has increased the number of park visitors to 670,000 people from a usual number of 400,000 people. And I will get back to this later. Incheon City Government Office is an open platform design that supports both the public and private activities. And it can also stage the activities or events the local residents want to hold. And another success case, Subong Park was not a popular spot among residents. Subong Park was probably the first urban play park in Korea. It has a long history, and it kind of became aged and outdated. Many people had a memory, but this was virtually abandoned space to many residents. But this is the overall space of Subong Park, and by adding smart lighting, media facade, media mapping elements, we have created a lot of visual attractions, and many people came to this area to and watch this. At first, there were like only 100 old people who used to come to this park. But I will show you data later on, but it has become a hot spot with its very unique identity and also promoting the growth of local economy and regenerating and rejuvenating the entire area. I'm running out of time, so I won't be able to share everything, but in 10 years, this Subong Park, we have done some research, and on Instagram there were less than 1,000 posting about the park for the past 10 years, but in just 1 year of reopening this park, there were hundreds of thousands of postings on Instagram about this park, and many people choose to come to this park from out of the town. And this is the case of Incheon Grant Park, and that is now some images with you. When there was a cherry blossom festival, we also added some media art elements to create some more dramatic effects. And this created a lot of demand for commercial activities around the park. So Incheon Central Park, we are designing this park now, and Ara Waterway, which is the largest artificial waterway in Korea, is also in the design phase. And I talked about East Incheon briefly. East Incheon used to be the hottest place in the past, but now it is rather marginalized and isolated area. But we are designing East Incheon Station to be another hot place. And we are trying to create a multiple complex in this space. Silo in the Incheon Inland Port is on the Guinness Book of Record, and we are also developing this into a tourist attraction. This is a water-friendly city, and in the wharf in Incheon Eastern District, an elevated bridge, we are creating a safe and pleasant space to walk in, and we are also making detailed design and plan for Seorae Wharf, the largest fishing port in Korea, and Free Park in Incheon Port area, and the Memorial Hall for Incheon Landing Operation. We are also collaborating with art groups from home and abroad to create diverse contents that can be used throughout Incheon region. So in order to overcome the limits of this project being led by the public sector, we are working with various art groups. And we are also developing a public content development and sharing platform as well. And we are also developing an integrated management program for the content platform. Incheon is slightly late to this game, but as technology and decoration meet to create Tecoration and smart city and mega city, we are going to continue to design to put human experience ahead of the rules and regulations by applying the light, color, and design for our urban space. And we are going to continue down this journey. Thank you very much for your attention.